Welcome back to the No Regret Show. Today, I had the pleasure of sitting down with the Queen Fantasia Wood of San Antonio, Texas. I'm so excited to have interview her and get to know her and play a little bit of song association. Check it out. I hope you guys enjoy. Welcome back to the No Regret Show, guys. Tonight on Zoom, we have the honor of having the beautiful, talented, the Queen Fantasia Wood. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. It's quite the night.
Well, you look fabulous. Give me like Beyonce, big
Oh,
hair,
all
everything.
of that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So, like, for
100%.
some people who don't know you, because not all my viewers lives in Texas because they lame. Tell me a little bit about your life and your background.
So a little bit about me. I grew up on the south side of Chicago. I went to college in Claremont, California, which is kind of close to LA. But it wasn't until I graduated and I moved to Iowa because my mom moved there. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a job close to my mom and my family because I have lots of younger siblings and I wanted to be around them more.
Okay.
But yeah, so I used to go to this bar called Studio 13, and that's when I first saw like, I mean, I had seen drag queens because I watched Drag Race, but I had never like really interacted with them or been like, oh, this is something I could do. I've always been a theater kid, so me trying to find a way out of college to sort of mold together the things that I love kind of led me to drag. Um, you know, I definitely knew I was of the gay sort from a young age. So I've always struggled with being able to express my femininity. I've always been teased for my femininity. Like people used to call me Queen growing up. So that's why I named myself Queen.
That's cute.
Yeah, because I was like, you know what, I am a queen, period.
That's man.
But yeah, but my life has been just sort of a roller coaster of blessings. Like, um, uh, if it's not one thing, it's another that I can be grateful for. I've always tried to put myself out there as a beacon of love and light to people, and I've always received that back. So, yeah, those were the spark notes.
Well, I can definitely see that. You're an amazing person, which is why I wanted to have you on the show. I love your energy, your vibes. You're like a really cool person in and out of drag. You're really cool.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
So, wait, how old are you too?
I'm 28 now, or no, I'm about to be 28 in April.
Okay, so you're like young, but not you're like old, but not like old. You're still young. So, what are
Yes.
your thoughts of being a black drag queen in America, like in today's society?
Um, I definitely think it's gotten easier, and that can definitely be attributed to the Black Lives Matter movement, to us opening media so that it includes more people of different colors, because I definitely used to see like a lot of drag race queens will talk about how like if they're black, they just don't have the followings that the white girls have, or they'll go to meet and greets and the people are only there to see the white people. And it used to be disheartening to me until I realized like, honey, I love having to work a little harder, having to do a little
Yes.
extra just so people could be like, okay, I wasn't paying attention, now I'm paying attention. So I definitely think there are moments like that where I have to remind myself it's okay for people not to get it right away. At the end of the day, we still have a lot as a society to unpack. We still have to do a lot of rewinding to understand why we have the ideas that we have about certain races and ethnicities and about certain you know people in general. So I think that I'm always having that in the back of my head to make sure that I can show somebody who was ignorant before, this is what it is. This is what
Yeah.
talent looks like. This is what Black empowerment looks like. This is what intelligence looks like. All of the things that people try to steer away from the Black community, like we're not smart, we're not well spoken, we're not, we can only do some dances and kicks and things like that. Like, no, I'm gonna show you a little bit of everything, because
Yeah.
I don't want people to think that we are not multifaceted creatures when we are that. So yeah. It's a struggle
Awesome.
sometimes, but
Awesome. So we just ended Black History Month, and I think this one was really important, especially after the year we just had of 2020 with Black Lives Matter and everything. What is your What's your favorite thing about Black History Month? Like, even though it's not 1 month, it's 365 days a year, but what's your favorite thing about,
Period.
the whole our Black History Month and our month dedicated to us?
I mean, I definitely like with my show, I do a show every Wednesday called The Queen Show. This past February, I was really trying to make every episode be about something, a part of Black history that people don't really get into that much, because it's easy to talk about Martin Luther. It's easy to talk about Malcolm X because
Yeah.
that's what schools teach people. That's the only Black people that matter, right? So I'm always trying to like expose people to the different ways in which Black people have influenced the culture of America and of the world, because Blackness is consumed on a global level, whether people like to give us credit for that or not. But I definitely think that this Black History was definitely a time for us to refocus our energy. Like we've been putting so much energy trying to fight so long, but it's like also we have to remember to be kind to ourselves, to let things go sometimes, because every battle is not worth fighting. I have to remind people all the time, people who come to me and they're like, how do you deal with this all the time? People getting on my nerves, I'll be ready to go off. I'm like, you don't have to respond to everything. It is not your job to educate the world all the time. Okay. So I definitely think this February, well, I had to keep reminding myself of that. You know, we have done a lot in 2020
Yes.
to further the cause. So it's okay to just breathe and reevaluate yourself, get back in line with yourself a little bit, because at the end of the day, we need powerful Black people to be the forefront of this movement. We need sane Black people. We need people who are, you know, mentally and physically capable to do this. So a lot of that involves us, recentering ourselves sometimes from the chaos of the world and from the people who just bombard you with ignorance all the time. But
Yes.
yeah. I hope that answered the question.
Awesome.
I don't know. I went off a little bit.
No, that was good. And I'm currently a teacher at a school, and starting next year, we're doing just not U.S. history, but African American studies as well. So that's a whole nother
Yes.
class. So I think kids will
Yes.
learn more about Black history, not just Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, Obama. They will learn more about our history. So that's good that you try to do that every day in Black History Month. Because now these young kids are going to learn a lot more about Black people. Because they have a whole
Period.
class they
That's
got to
what needs to
pass.
happen. Honey, that's what needs to happen. I went to a very Afrocentric school in middle school. And we did a lot of African things with African traditions. It was a little weird at first because there was all Black people that went to the school. But when I talk to other people about their upbringing, they just weren't exposed to the same amount of things. Like we had to learn every country in Africa. We had to learn what was their like exports and what was the country known for. When did they gain their independence? We had to learn a lot of things that like kids just don't know. And I feel like reconnecting with the motherland kind of helped me become the sort of the like Black person that I am today.
Yes.
So it is so important to start the kids young and expose them to a little bit of everything when it comes to Black culture and different cultures in general, but especially the Black people who never get the due that they are well old in this country.
Yes.
So yeah.
Well, awesome. So we're gonna take a break from the question from, and we're gonna do a couple of words from Song Association. You ready?
Oh my God, I'm so ready.
So we got 10 words, 10 seconds. You can tell me the song or you can sing the lyrics, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
The first one, if you don't get this one, I am revoking your Black card. Just letting you know.
Ah!
To be easy, the first one is Impossible.
I remember years ago, someone told me I should take caution when it comes to love. I did. Impossible by Chantel, or we talk about Impossible
That's the
for a
one.
stranger.
That's the
Because
one I
I
hope
love
you go
Cinderella,
for.
I do. Ah! Because Cinderella, I mean, the Black Cinderella,
The only
Brandy is
one. Well,
everything.
there's two. There's Kiki
Roger,
probably, but
okay, Kiki, dude. Kiki is everything too. I love her.
we got
But
Brandy
Rogers and
as well.
Hammerstein, Cinderella, ah, everything. Honey, I'm so glad they finally put that on Disney Plus, girl.
Watch it on repeat. On repeat. And Brandy looked the same. When she did her Cinderella mixed it with Tartar Car, I said, You don't
I
age.
saw. Oh, she looks even more gorgeous than she used to, honey. I'm like,
Black don't crack.
what's the secret? Right, black don't crack. Let's hope that's just all that it takes, honey.
The second one is Queen.
Queen. This is hard.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Oh my God, I
5,
can't think of anything.
4, 3.
What about Super Queen by RuPaul? She's a super queen.
That's a song. You got it. That's a song.
Or what's that other song by RuPaul? I love that song. Queens Everywhere. Queen. That's a good one.
See, you got it.
I don't know a lot of songs with Queen in it though. And my name is Queen. You think I would know?
Exactly. The number 3 is Boys.
Boys
10.
with an S?
Yes.
It has to have an S in it? Okay.
8,
Okay.
7.
Boys, sometimes a girl just needs one. Hey,
Okay.
boys, and she's in control. You know that song, Britney Spears, Boys?
Yes, I love me some Britney.
Or Lizzo, Boys.
Yeah.
What?
I like bit boys, anybody boys, skinny get boys,
Yes!
gay boys, the slave boys. Yeah.
I live for me some Lizzo, girl. She done came up.
She done made me just want to eat healthy on TikTok.
Okay.
A salad eating, a little vegan eating.
I live for it. She better.
So this one should be pretty
Positive
easy
role model.
for you. Boss.
Boss. Michelle Obama. Purse so heavy, getting no $dollars. Boss.
Well,
Fifth
what
Harmony
song
Boss.
is that?
You don't know Fifth Harmony Boss?
No. Gonna have to listen to it.
In fact, like, I'm a girl group stan, honey. I know all about girl groups. Fifth Harmony was my favorite girl group for the time that they were active. Normani is still that bitch. You heard it here first.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Awesome. The next one before you watch an awesome video is Me. M-E. Me.
Me.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Oh my God.
3, 2.
It's tearing me apart when I'm with
Yeah.
and when we are apart, I feel it too.
Oh,
Girl, LMAO. Y'all didn't know I was gonna come with the NSYNC, honey.
Oh, she done took it back.
Girl,
Oh,
I used to love NSYNC and Backstreet Boys too, honey. I live for a group. I love K-pop.
Okay, well, speaking of you, girl groups, well, you know, she started off in a girl group, and now she's the queen herself, the queen bee. So we're gonna check out this amazing video of you performing at Pegasus, I believe, correct?
Yes, it is Pegasus.
So yeah, let's check it out.
Summer of the year.
It is the queen. Fantasia.
This is a throwback now. This was 2 years ago.
It's amazing.
Queen Fantasia Wood. Q for the queen that I was then and the one I grew to be. So much power in these steps of mine. My name starts with thee. You for the women out there that I see.
Somebody said, I know that's right.
The ones who don't bow down to expectations or fall victim to
Love
evil
it.
men. E, because I'm everything. Y'all better ask somebody. A sickening combo of talent and personality. This drag ain't just a hobby. That other E is for early. Y'all are early to the party.
Early to the party. Come on.
Greatness then gon' stun on them like I'm Cardi.
Yeah.
And that N, it's for no. No to societal pressures and people telling me what I can't be. No to boxes and oppression and endless misogyny. No to living for everyone else and not thinking for myself. No to being ashamed of my queerness, of how different I felt. I'm a queen.
Come through.
And my reign has just begun. They said, girl, enter this pageant. I said, girl, I already
Girl,
won.
already won.
life with doubts. Just watch as the queen burns down this house.
Yeah.
The iconic Beyonce. Live.
Okay, got some Coachella vibes.
Hey, from the block. Hey.
Yeah, I be tired right there.
This is so fun. Oh my God. Hey.
Killing it. Oh, did a whole flipping off.
Those times when you're in the club with your girls and you see a fine dude doing his thing on the dance floor. Well, sometimes you can't be subtle. You just gotta go.
My girls. LOL.
She gonna brought our backup dancers.
Ain't that right, ladies? That's right.
I actually met those dancers in a Coachella tribute dance video that I did.
Oh my goodness. Like, wow.
It was so fun.
Oh my goodness. That is crazy. And pause. Oh my goodness.
Period.
If y'all want to watch the rest of that bomb video, I'll put all the links in the bio of this video. But Queen, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is that you? That whole poem?
That was me.
Bow down.
Girl, I love to dance. I love to dance. That's why I love Beyonce so much. She is a dancer, honey. She is a performer, the house down. So anytime she comes out with choreography, honey, I'll be on it.
That whole that was beautiful. Oh my goodness, that's epic.
Thank you.
Oh
I came in second place though. I didn't win.
Hey, you won to me. Number one.
Thank you.
So where do you so how do you come up with your iconic, I see your Instagram video, how you come up with your drag looks and your style like?
My style is I was actually talking about this recently because somebody made a comment that I didn't like. They were I was wearing a sparkly outfit, kind of like this, very sparkly, very, the typical drag outfit. And they were like, "Oh, Queen, I like when you look glamorous like this." And I was like, I always look glamorous. But because my style is very at the end of the day, I like to think of it as this is my homage to the women I grew up with. I know so many intelligent, so many beautiful, so many hood women and girls who are just unapologetically themselves, and they just exude that effortless femininity. So I think my drag really takes on that, especially from my mother and my aunties. So I don't like the sort of it's not that I don't like it, there's a time and place, but the glitz and glam of drag and the need for there to be 1,000 stones on it, that doesn't excite me. What excites me is the artistry. What excites me is the emotion behind the look. I always think about what song am I going to do first. I think about how can I perform to that song, and then I think about what can I wear that will enhance the performance. So it has to come in that order, because if it doesn't come in that order, then I'm a little not into the performance. I need to have the whole picture. So yeah.
That's incredible. So where do you see yourself in 2 to 4 years of your drag, life and career? Where do you see yourself?
I really see myself. Well, I'm already in the process of getting my own LLC, and I'm gonna put all of my like drag work, my tarot reading, my production work into it. So, oh, I guess I can talk about this. I'm really into musical theater. I'm trying to be the next Tyler Perry, I guess.
Yeah.
But I like to create my own productions. So, I've already created a few. I created a series called Don't Drag Me Into You, which was originally done live. It was supposed to be a series that was live, like you go to
Yeah.
a play. But we only got to do one before the pandemic really took over everything. So the part two of it, we actually did a web series. So it's called Don't Drag Me Into You 2, Still Getting Dragged.
I love the
and
title.
and part three is in the works right now. I'm finishing up some of the kinks and working out how I want to, write it, what stories I want to really portray. Because it's always important to me to reflect the community that I live in.
Yeah.
And I love to just interact with people and be impacted by their story and get their permission to retell that in a creative way, in a way that can be put in front of an audience so that they too can feel that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so in 2 to 4 years, I see that really being my staple. Everybody knowing the Queen Fantasia as that bitch who puts productions together.
Yes.
I want to be able to travel and tour with some of the musicals that I do, and I definitely want to be able to get my own venue where I can like house these productions on a regular basis.
Okay, look at you. Upcoming projects or events you want to talk about? I know you got something coming up. I see you.
Always. Well, every Sunday, anybody who lives in Texas can catch me at 800 Live. It's a bar on 800 Lexington. That's why it's called 800 Live. But me and my girl Megan Iman Deluxe, who is the tumbling Barbie of San Antonio, we have our show there every Sunday night at 10:30 p.m. And they have been lit. The community comes out in droves to support everybody. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people put on their best mugs. They have their faces beat, their outfits are lit. And I just love that we've created that environment for people to come in and like, be the club kid, be the awkward kid, be the drag king, the queen, be whoever you want to come as, and everybody's just loving each other. So yeah, that. And then if you follow me on Instagram, I have plenty of random things that come up all the time, bookings up the wazoo. March 30th will be Pegasus Newcomer of the Year, round 2 for me. So hopefully I'll take home the crown this time. Yeah, so I'm excited for that.
It's on my calendar to be there. It's on my calendar.
Yeah.
Gotta show up.
Honey, be there or be square.
Well, awesome. And then we have like 1, 2, a couple more awards left for you. Song Association. Let's see how you're gonna make it out. You're gonna win. The next one is Money.
Okay, come on, Money.
So what song you have that has the word money in it? Not one you just did on video.
Money. Oh, I'm getting to the money, everybody. No, wait, what's that song? Cardi B. There we go. Money. I really want to see the money. Hey, I was born to say.
Yes.
I love that song.
The other one is Tears, as in tears from your eyes.
Oh, actually, one of my favorite songs to perform is a song by Clean Bandit, and it's called Tears, and it goes like, tears on the ground, tears on my window, you won't bring me down, and I'll get over you.
I like Clean Bandit. I check out that song.
Yeah, it's a bomb song, honey. The vocals in it, I don't know who is the female vocalist, but it's a Clean Bandit, like, mix.
Yeah.
It's everything, honey. Or what's another good tear song? I feel like there's a lot of them.
Yes.
Right now I'm in the state of mind.
That's my wife.
I wanna be like all the time. Ari, girl,
Yes.
Ariana Grande is my girl.
I saw her in concert for the Sweetener tour.
Me too.
And it was beautiful.
I went too, girl. I got my ticket the day of, and
all my friends do that.
In the balcony, honey. At first, I wasn't gonna go, but I was like, you know what? I always miss concerts because I'll be like, oh, I'll see them the next time I'm
Yeah.
going. And Normani was opening, so I had to go.
Like I went to the
So
Beyonce on the one tour, number two, and it's in Houston, and my friend was like, I went the day before, and then she did a 2-day show. They was like, we got tickets this morning. I said, how do you just get tickets to Beyonce? You
hey,
did
who'd
tickets
you buy
to
them from?
The next one is Love.
Love. Love. Never knew what I was missing. Hey,
Yes, I love some old
yes,
school
come on,
pop.
Keisha Cole. Yes, Keisha Cole, Love. That is iconic, honey. That
Yes.
put her on the map.
And then it's Happiness.
Happiness. Oh my God, this K-pop song stuck in my head. But I ain't gonna sing a K-pop song. Happiness. Happiness. Wait. Happy.
I thought you say something on the edge.
I can't remember the tune that I'm thinking of.
If it's the same one I'm thinking in my head.
Because at first I was thinking of Pharrell Williams, but that just says happy, not happiness.
I got one in my head for
happy.
you.
What is it?
It's Happiness hit her on the something. It's something from Glee.
Oh, Glee. Come on, Glee.
Wait,
I
old
love
school.
Glee.
Love and Happiness.
Love and happiness. Yes, I forgot about that.
The last one. I love it because RuPaul says it all the time. You better sing for your life. Life is the one.
Life?
Yes.
Dang, now I can only think about the artist's life. I love him. Life. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us.
Yes.
We get tricked.
You won. We'll give her the crown. Wait, we got a crown. We will give you the crown.
Yes.
You won. Congratulations.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Any advice you want to give anybody who wants to get into the drag life, the drag culture, and just any advice in general? Any advice?
Well, I'll break it down into two ways. In general, anybody who wants to get into drag, know yourself first. So many people get into drag and they put all of themselves into drag, and then when they're out of drag, they forget how to be themselves and they forget how to care for themselves. They forget that you still gotta wash your ass, brush your teeth, do some facial treatments, do some workouts. If you want to look good, you can't just put on the mask all the time.
Yes.
Because I find a lot of people just end up as very insecure drag queens, and then they end up ruining their drag career because they don't know how to love themselves. And specifically to the Black girls out there, if you want to get into drag, definitely remember that this is always going to be an uphill battle. We are not at that point yet where we have the luxury of just walking in and being seen for our talents and merit. We walk in and we are seen as a Black person. So I don't get offended anymore when this happens, because I know that it's about the greater society. This is something people learn outside of the drag spectrum. So I always try to make sure I encourage myself before I do anything big, especially any competitions, because I know that at the end of the day I do have to work a little bit harder. I do have to not be a stereotype. I have to be conscious of those things. It sucks, but I want to play the game. I want a seat at the table so I can change it. So I got to play by a certain amount of rules. You know what I'm saying? But advice in general, make sure you take the time to breathe, center yourself. Don't let things get to you all the time. Just really, it makes all the difference sometimes.
Yes, well, awesome. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I look forward
My
to
pleasure.
partnering with you very, very soon in the future.
Yes,
If you guys
for
want
sure.
to get to know the Queen Fantasia Wood even more and follow her and her journey, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, not journey, to my YouTube channel, but her YouTube channel and all her social media, which will be in the next slides and in the bio. I love you and thank you.
Thank you.